Alright people, this is what is going on today. So, I am wanting to put line on my rod because I had 25-pound line since I was catfishing. This is my favorite rod I have. Here's the brand. Let me just move that. Honestly, one of the best brands out there for fishing, for this type of fishing reel. I love it. And then I have a Lewis. Let me see if we can. A Lewis reel. So the rod and reel is my favorite. My uncle got it for me a couple years back. I absolutely love it. So yeah, it's a Lewis brand, but that is the brand of well, the version of this rod. So we are going to be putting it up with 10-pound SpiderWire. It's a little bit messed up so you can barely see it, but 10-pound SpiderWire, and then we're going to put one of these on it, which these are perfect. By the way, sorry about all of the background noise, can't really help it. Yeah, we're gonna be putting one of these on it. I have caught probably one of my biggest bass on one of these. Of course, check the pinned comment and the description for all of the tagged items, and there will be a description. In the description, I will put all of the items used. So yeah, we're gonna re-rig this with a Texas rig with SpiderWire. Alright, I'm gonna get all this set. Give me 1 second. So as I'm doing this, I'm just thinking about the bass that I caught the other day on this rod and reel, and it was amazing. I caught it on the Piney River over in Centerville, Tennessee. Well, it's actually Nunley, Tennessee. It was about a 4-pounder. Such a beautiful, absolutely beautiful bass, smallmouth. And yeah, I caught it on the same Texas rig that I'm gonna be setting up today. So the knot you want to put down here is kind of just like whatever you feel like is the best. For me personally, I have my own custom one. I just make my own custom one, and it works. I've never had it snap on me once, especially with SpiderWire. Shout out to SpiderWire. It's such a freaking great brand to use for your rod and reel. Okay, let me set this up. I'm going to cut right here. Alright, so we got the knot done on the bottom, and we're all set up to start reeling it now, to actually fully do it. Sadly, I forgot to grab a pencil, so it's gonna be fun. I think I'm gonna go grab a pencil real quick, because last time I did it without a pencil, that took me forever to do it right. So BRB chat. Alright, we got the pencil. Let's go. I swear, SpiderWire, I don't know if you can even see it. It is so hard to see when you're trying to, at least this color of it, it is so hard to see. 1 second, I'm just trying to get this set up so I can actually do this. It's so freaking hard to see, dude. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be going fishing on the Buffalo River tomorrow, so I'm gonna try to get this rig set up so that way I can actually go fishing with this pole. Of course, I have several, but this is my favorite. I enjoy using it a lot more than other poles I have. Always make sure to keep your line tight when you're reeling this in, or it's gonna be horrible trying to get it back. Like trying to actually deal with it. So I put it like this. I put my pinky finger out. I wrap it kind of under my knuckle, and then I double it kind of like this, and then I start to reel it. Keep it as tight as possible always, so you don't have to deal with any knots or anything like that. I mean, make sure your pole is freaking bending. when you're doing this. Like, that's a good sign that it's tight. Alright, I'm gonna probably cut right here. Alright, so we're just gonna reel this as quick as we possibly can, so that way we can get this done. Now, of course, you always want to make sure it's like done right, but I kind of just like to be as quick as possible with this. I honestly can't wait to go fishing tomorrow. I'm gonna hopefully catch a couple bass. I mean, it's a river, so you can catch rock bass and normal bass and stuff, but you're never really gonna catch big largemouths. That's more like a pond fishing stuff, which I hopefully have a couple videos coming up of me doing some pond fishing. And then hopefully this fall, I'm gonna try to go fly fishing. Which, if any brands want to reach out and be in one of my videos, I can review your products. I'll gladly do it. If any brands want to reach out, I will have my email address on the pinned comment here on YouTube. And it'll also be in the description, and it's in my bio. Also, go follow me on Instagram. We just hit 2,500 followers, I want to say. And we have several videos popping off on Instagram right now. Instagram is on fire. So, go follow me on Instagram. I post more regularly on there. Alright, I think we have reached the end of our SpiderWire. As you can see, we are out of SpiderWire. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. I wasn't expecting to... Well, not really cool. I've got to go and get more. So, I'm gonna pull that, and now it's time for the Texas rig. We're gonna do this as quickly as possible. I'm gonna get closer to the thing, since it's hard to see. Alright, so we got this hook right here. It's more of a curve hook, but it is what it is. So, it's the only one I could find in a very quick amount of time. So I like to use one of these. I know these are more meant for catfishing and stuff like that, but I like to use one of these because it makes things so much more simpler to attach and reattach different baits. It makes things so much easier. So what I like to do is I go in. Okay, this is my first time doing this on camera. In. You want to make sure it's tight as possible. Boom. And then you're going to go back through, in, and then here you want to keep this thing tight. And then you're going to wrap this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. It should look kind of like that. And then you're going to pull tight. And that should be the knot. That will very, if this thing comes off, you did it wrong. If this thing snaps, you did it wrong. This thing make sure you pull it tight on the other side as well. And then you want to wet it. Make sure that is tight. Kind of leave it for maybe 30 seconds, then come back to it and then pull it again, and it's done. It's fully set up, fully done. If this thing snaps on you, you did it wrong. Alright. Alright, so we just got that set up. I actually just dropped it on accident before we were going to cut it. So, Want to make sure that, again, tight. I like to actually just put another small 2 twists, just for like an anchor, kind of, to anchor everything down. There we go. Alright, get my scissors, just these, not sponsored, don't even think these are a brand, they just came with something I got like years ago. So we're going to make sure the tag end on this is super tiny. Alright. I'm pulling very tight. Now you can't really tell, but I am. Alright, so that's set up. Now, how to get your Texas rig set up on top of that is extremely easy. It's called You Should Have Done It the Other Way. But since I have that, I actually can't do a Texas rig unless I add more line onto it, which I'm not going to do right now. I have a certain setup I like to do. But for now, I'm just going to do a normal, I think it's called a Carolina rig. I forget, I honestly don't know what all the rigs are called. But we're kind of just going to do it like a Texas rig, but without the hook. I mean, without the weight, of course. Because you can't do a weight with the hook thing on there. So you're just gonna... Oh, and this is what we're using. Packaging is a little bit kind of sun-dried. Well, not sun-dried, it's kind of moist. I think the right word would be. Alright, so you want to get to the middle. Of course, you know how to do this. If you don't, well, that's just you. Then you want to go back under, twist, pull tight, and it should look something like that if you did it wrong. Personally, I don't do it that way. That's how most people do it, at least from all of my friends and everyone who I've seen online. I just go through, boom, and then I'm actually just going to take it through one more time. Now, that right there is pretty good, pretty decent, but I actually went the wrong way with it. So, with these, it has like a little line. You want to put your hook at the start of that line, well, end of that line. Take it through, maybe about a 1/4 inch. There we go. That is your rig setup. That is perfectly how you need to have that thing set up, for this at least. And sometimes I like to just go back through. I actually went too far with that. Sometimes I like to go back through. That way, just kind of straightened. Now you're just gonna take your, if I can find it, I'm gonna take this, unhook it, pass your hook through, well, tiny hook, and you're set. That's it. This will probably catch you a ton of bass. Largemouth, smallmouth, whatever you're aiming to get. I like to go rock bass fishing on the river. That's just me. Or smallmouth, because largemouth, it's better to pond fish for largemouth. And then just put that hook through one of my eyes. And that is it. Set. Done. Alright, as I said in the beginning of the video, if you want to know any of the products I used in this video, I will have it on the pinned comment. and I will also be putting it in the description. And I'll have affiliate links to everything for y'all. So I only get a little bit of a kickback for the affiliate links. Now, I will suggest one thing. If you're in the Tennessee area, not river, the blue version of this, kind of what I'm using, is great, but the watermelon ones are 1,000 times better. I do not have the watermelon ones. I actually ran out, so I'm gonna get them before I head to the river tomorrow. So if you want to pick up anything, like I said, pin comment and description. I'll leave a link to the reel as well, reel and rod setup as well. And I will have a vlog out for tomorrow. Probably, actually no. Since I'll be on the river tomorrow, I'm not going to be editing it tomorrow, so I will be probably able to get a video out for the vlog. Probably Thursday night if I don't get busy. So stay tuned for that, and yeah. All right, see y'all in the next one.